Afternoon again, everyone, our mentors and mentees who are here today. I'll do my best. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So good afternoon and good evening to everyone. We are here once again for another session of the ITU Mentorship Program, but this session is solely for the participants of the Middle East and North Africa, which is covered and operated by the Women in Cybersecurity Middle East. So our session today is an inspirational keynote that talks about the success stories from the heart of our Middle East region. Our esteemed speaker is Dr. Bushra ALBlooshi, and it is my great honor to introduce her. Dr. Bushra is the CEO and senior consultant at the Dubai Electronic Security Center. Apart from that, she also holds more distinctive positions, including leader of Dubai Cyber Innovation Park, or DCI Park, member in the World Economic Forum Global Future Council, chair of the Digital Skills Committee, and director of digital policies in Dubai Digital Authority. Dr. Bushra leads many strategic initiatives in the city of Dubai, such as the Dubai Digital Skills Strategy, Dubai Cybersecurity Strategy, Dubai Cybersecurity R&D Agenda, and the Dubai Digital Policies. Dr. Bushra has over 18 years of experience in digital transformation, cybersecurity, and strategy management. She has held different positions in different industries and organizations. Dr. Bushra also has published and participated in many national and international conferences and is currently a member of several advisory boards and committees nationally and internationally. Our dear mentors and mentees, please welcome our inspirational keynote speaker, Dr. Bushra ALBlooshi.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me a great honor and pleasure to be among you here today in this important and great session that ITU is arranging for women in cybersecurity. And first of all, I would like to thank our role model, Dr. Reem AlShammari, for inviting me in this session. And I would like to also thank Irene for arranging the logistics in this session. And I hope that it will be of an added value to all of you. I would like to shed the light on specific experiences that I've been through the journey of my professional life. And at the end, I think we will have the Q&A. So if you have any questions or any comments or any advices that you would like me to focus on more, please let me know. So I prefer this session to be of both ways. I'm also here to learn from your experiences, your adventures, your own, let's say, reflections by the end of the session, inshallah. So I would like to start the session with the sentence, impossible dreams don't exist. So impossible dreams are actually achievable, and how we can make it achievable. This is what I'm going to talk about today. Before that, I'm going to just give you a brief about my profile, who am I, and where I'm working, what are my experiences. So I'm currently the Director General Senior Consultant at Dubai Electronic Security Center. I'm also the Director of Policies and Regulations and the Chairwoman of Digital Skills Committee in Dubai Digital Authority. I'm, alhamdulillah, also a member of the World Economic Forum Global Future Council on Cybersecurity. Those are a few of the international advisory membership and international platforms that I participated in previously, and I'm still contributing to ITU, the World Economic Forum, the World Bank, the G20 Agenda, OECD, and Geneva Dialogue. Those are some of the national advisory boards that I'm a member in, and I'm part of those communities just to give back to my country and to my nation. So I'm a member in the IEEE and so many other universities and institutes related to the research and development or research and innovation in UAE. When it comes to the leadership and the main projects that I've been involved in, so I was leading Dubai Cybersecurity Strategy, Dubai Research and Innovation. I was the founder of Dubai Cyber Innovation Park, DCI Park. I'm also leading Dubai Digital Policies and Regulations. Plus, I'm the leader for Dubai Digital Skills. Those are some of the projects that I've been involved in during the past few years of my professional journey, like Invest in Dubai, UAE Pass, which is the digital identity for the whole country, Dubai Pulse, which is the open data platform in Dubai, Dubai Clouds Blockchain, Dubai Government Excellence Program, and Dubai Plan 2021. When it comes to my educational journey, so I got my Bachelor in Information Technology, specifically in software engineering, and I pursued my Master in Public Administration, which is part of the Political Science and Government. Then I got another Master in Information Security. Then finally I got my PhD in Electrical and Computer Engineering. But my learning journey never stopped at this stage. So what are the main values that I was considering during their journey that I had in my professional experience? What are the main drivers for what I achieved today and keeps me passionate about what I'm doing and keeps me motivated towards achieving more and creating more success for the future as well? I would like to start with a quote from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Allah يحفظه, when he said, لا تمارس عملك كموظف بل مارسه كقائد يحب وطنه وكصانع يعشق صنعته وكفنان يبدع في فنه. So if we focus on this statement, and this statement is always on my background of my office or my desktop, and I'm always referring back to this sentence whenever I'm demotivated or whenever I'm facing some challenges at work. So there are three parts or three main values that His Highness is focusing in this quote. The first is, don't practice your job as an employee. So you should practice your job with a purpose and with responsibility. And I'm going to detail that with some examples. What do we mean with purpose and responsibility? The second, مارسه كقائد يحب وطنه. You should practice it as a leader who loves his country. So you should always work to make a positive impact on the world around you. You should be passionate about what you are doing and committed to using it to make a difference. Then the last part, كصانع يعشق صنعته وكفنان يبدع في فنه. So you should practice your job as a craftsman who loves to craft and as an artist who creates his art. So this suggests that we should always find joy and fulfillment in our work, and we should always be passionate about what we are doing. So three main values that I'm going to elaborate further in my next slides. First of all is practice your job with responsibility and working with responsibility. So working with purpose and responsibility by approaching your work with a sense of meaning and accountability. You should take an ownership of the work that you are doing, being proactive and finding ways to improve. And you should also commit it to the team under you and to the overall goals of the organization. So don't practice your work as a routine, waiting for somebody to come and to tell you what to do on the next day and waiting for instructions to be given to you. You should take the initiative and you should always grasp the opportunities, especially if you are starting your job or your journey in a specific career. So an example from my personal reflection. So when I joined Desk, I was given a simple task. Just establish labs in the universities and establish research and innovation ecosystem in the country. Plus, you don't have a budget. I was surprised. So I'm here, I need to achieve, but I don't have a budget. Alhamdulillah, with the support of the whole team that I have in the center, we were able to establish and to accomplish lots of things within the research and innovation itself. And I didn't stop there as well. So I contributed in many other domains like Dubai cybersecurity strategy, the city policies, the certifications that we are doing right now, the upskilling initiatives, and many other opportunities that, alhamdulillah, I was honored to work on. So it's very important for all of us to work with responsibility in mind to why I'm here. Then the second point that I want to make here also is to set your own long-term and short-term objectives. Where do you want to be in 5 or 10 years from now? And how do you want to achieve those long-term objectives with the short-term objectives? This will actually help you to stay focused and always motivated. Your long-term goals will give you a sense of direction, while the short-term goals will help you to make progress towards your ultimate goal. So it's important as well. So besides to setting the long-term and the short-term objectives, it's also very important to remind yourself that those goals may need to change as the situation changes. So for example, another example from my own reflection, I joined the university with a dream in mind to become a medicine doctor. But alhamdulillah, I took another path, and that path was the most suitable for me. So I joined the IT college. I graduated from an IT as a software engineer. I continued my master and my PhD as in cybersecurity field. So, and this is the path that I find myself in right now. So it's very important that you should be open to new opportunities and follow your heart, but set your long-term goals and the short-term goals that will keep you motivated. Then I would like also to share another statement from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Allah yahfadha about the dedication in work.
الدول مو بالحجم. الدول مو بلأنها 10 مليون ولا 100 مليون ولا 1000. الدول بالإرادة يا عيالي. ولا تستهينون بإرادة الرجال.
So His Highness is setting a very important message and powerful one here. He's reminding us that the strength of the nations is not measured by the size or the population, but it's measured by the will and the determination of its leadership and people. Throughout the history, we have seen many examples of small nations with big dreams. These nations have achieved great things because their leadership were united and committed to making a difference. For example, in United Arab Emirates, we are relatively a very small country, but the people have achieved great things in a short period of time. They have built a thriving economy, world-class infrastructure, and a diverse and tolerant society, alhamdulillah. So that wouldn't be achieved without commitment and committed people and leadership. So once you set your goals, you need to have a willpower and the right actions to achieve them. You should also learn and educate yourself every day in order to achieve what you want to achieve. So an example from my own reflection, when I joined ADNOC as a software engineer. I joined with a zero knowledge in programming using HTML. So I was taught to program using object-oriented. But when I joined ADNOC, their programming language was something totally different. But with dedication and with the willingness, I was able, alhamdulillah, to learn and master those skills. And the fresh graduate, and another example also in ADNOC, the fresh graduate program, for example, it was set for 2 years as a minimum. But alhamdulillah, I was able to achieve and to finish that fresh graduate program within a year. So it's all about the willingness and the dedication that you will allocate to make things happen.
الدول مو بالحجم.
Moving to another value, which is the impact. So I strongly believe that the work should be meaningful and impactful. Are you making an impact, whether that impact in your own personal goals, professional goals, or organizational goals, or country goals? Are you making an impact in the place that you are in today? If not, you should leave and you should find another adventure. So another reflection from my own experience. So when I joined RTA, I was proud to lead a great team that automated 90% of the processes in the public transportation agency. This actually had a significant impact on the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization, and not only that. So we also improved the lives of the maintenance employees who were able to use the automated platform, and they improved their skills. So I've seen how we started with them from employees who were barely able to write in a piece of paper to send the request to the maintenance department in order to fix the buses, to employees who can use an automated platform to put the requests and to send the maintenance requests automatically through the platform. And I decided to leave RTA when the global crisis hit back in 2010. So my role became a routine because many projects were stopped at that time. And it was the right decision for me to leave because I was not making any more impact in that organization. But alhamdulillah, I left with a great impact, seeing how I started and how the organization improved after we brought up the automated platform. The next value is believe in yourself. So you should believe in yourself. You should believe in your abilities and capabilities. Otherwise, nobody will believe in you. Remember that every new skill, at the end of the day, it requires dedication and practice to master. There is nothing that we cannot learn. There is nothing that we cannot master. It's all about dedication and willingness and the belief that you have in yourself that you can do it. So a reflection from my own work experience, when I joined ADNOC as a junior employee, I was surrounded, alhamdulillah, by many great leaders at that time. They gave me the opportunity to participate with a large senior team. So I'm coming with a zero experience, joining a team. The youngest of that team member, they have an experience of almost 15 years. So my ideas were not accepted at first, but with the time and as I proved my capabilities, they began to take my suggestions, alhamdulillah, into consideration. Another example, when I joined the World Economic Forum, it was the first international interaction and platform that I'm dedicated in as a member in the Global Future Council on cybersecurity. I was, at that time, I was the only Middle Eastern woman wearing hijab, sitting in an online meeting, discussing things with lots of senior people. Most of them, they are at CEO position. And they are leading cybersecurity agencies in their countries. So it was not easy to get my suggestions and proposals passed in the first meeting, but alhamdulillah, after the first session, that impression changed completely. And the first proposal that was accepted in that council was coming from our side. And I'm going to give you more reflections about that publication and the impact that it got internationally as well. Faith, so maintain discipline and faithful to your work, regardless of whether it is being monitored by the leadership or not. Just maintain that faithfulness to achieve what you would like to achieve. So do your best to achieve your goals with the full integrity. I'm always saying that as a public government servant, we need to think twice and 3 times before accepting or getting any other lots, because our role is to make human lives in our public sectors easier. So I was given an opportunity to work with a private company while I was in a government role. I actually declined that because I felt that I would not be able to balance between my work as a government public servant with the entrepreneurial endeavors that was given to me at that time. So having faithfulness in your work is very important. Then last but not least, impossible dreams are achievable. So believe in your dreams and be persistent, and always remember that impossible dreams are achievable with the right dedication, faithfulness, and willingness. So my dream when I graduated from the university, and I remember very well when I was interviewed by one of the investors in the last year of the university, they asked me, what is your dream? What is your passion? Where do you see yourself after a few years? So my dream at the national and country level is actually to have, and I'm always dreaming to have that, to have large manufacturers in the UAE building technologies in the country and selling them outside of the UAE. That was a vision that I set when I graduated from my university, and alhamdulillah, as a PhD holder, alhamdulillah, I joined DISC as a head of research and innovation. So today, I'm proud to say that we achieved a lot in the R&D within cybersecurity field specifically. So the roadmap is clear, we have a great team, and we have registered many patents and implemented, alhamdulillah, many research ideas that we got from R&D across the whole city. On a personal level, my dream, I have 2 patents registered in the US Patent Office, and my goal actually is to use them in the real world applications to add value to our community and the world. So the first step was to register them. Alhamdulillah, I got the registration in the US Patent Office last year, and now I'm working towards getting them in the real world applications. I'm going to shed more light about my international contribution. I'm on time, Irene, or?
Yes, doctor, you're still on time, yeah.
Yeah, so when it comes to the international contribution and my first, let's say, contribution to the World Economic Forum, or my first involvement in the World Economic Forum. So alhamdulillah, our proposal was the first proposal to be accepted by the World Economic Forum, and we proposed to have a unified, harmonized certification scheme across the globe. That was not accepted widely by the council members at the beginning, as I said, but alhamdulillah, with the support of other team members, we got this proposal through, and we published a report out of that. And I'm proudly published that with the involvement of my team member, Aisha. Aisha's actually came to desk from a non-IT background. She's coming from a finance background, but alhamdulillah, with her dedication, with her passion, and with the good mentorship that she got in the center, now she's the best one who can write the policies and also monitor the certification. Irene, I think you know Aisha very well. She's the best person to write the policies and manage or lead the certification scheme in the center. So we didn't stop at publishing papers. So we were always saying to the World Economic Forum Council members that we want to have great impact. It's not only about writing a paper, leaving it on the shelves, and that's it. It's about the impact, what we got out of that paper. So actually, we participated in many international events with that concept of having harmonized certification scheme across the globe. We participated in an OECD event, Geneva Dialogue, and JISIC Global event in Dubai. Then the paper also got an attention of several countries, and several countries were also involved with us during that time. So we got members from different parts of the world who supported the idea. And also it grabs the attention of many international bodies like ISC2, ISO, NICE, and CREST. So all of them, they are supporting the idea why we need to have different certification schemes in different countries, why we are not, let's say, unifying those certification schemes and working as one country or one or working based on one framework that can be ideally acceptable to different countries. Besides to that, and from the World Economic Forum, I got the opportunity, alhamdulillah, to participate to many international groups. So I participated in G20 Global Smart Alliance City. I'm also a member in the World Economic Forum Bridging the Cyber Skills Gap, World Economic Forum Quantum Readiness and Generative AI Security. I've been also selected as a member of a team who was created in order to draft the G20 digital agenda that is going to happen in Brazil next. So last month it was in India, next it will be in Brazil. So I was proudly part of the team who drafted the G20 agenda for Brazil. And then I also contributed to the WEF expert interview on Global Cybersecurity Outlook Report 2022 and 2023. With that, I would like to conclude my presentation with the statement that I started with. So impossible dreams are actually achievable. Thank you so much for listening, and I think we will open the floor for questions and answers.
Amazing. Dr. Bushra, it's my honor to know you, really. And with all those achievements that you have shared, I would really love to be mentored more by you. There is another phrase or thought from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum: the sky is not the limit, it is only the beginning. So another impressive, motivating, motivating, what you call this phrase as well. Dr. Reem is raising her hand. I don't know why she preferred to be there at the back, and she's supposed to be one of the panelists here. Dr. Reem.
Thank you so much. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نورتينا دكتورة، الله يعطيك الصحة والعافية. شهادتي فيك مجروح الأمانة. I know Dr. Bushra as an amazing, inspiring leader within the region and across the globe, and as an amazing and brilliant human being and a very, very dear friend to mine. Thank you so much, Doctora, for your time, for your efforts, for giving us, although your heavy schedule, and I know how busy your schedule is, but I really, really wanted just to appreciate this time and dedication to support the program and to inspire more younger ladies and even us as leaders or even advocates to pursue and to leave these amazing pillars and impacts. I would like, Doctora, just to reflect on something we discussed during the weekend when His Highness Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Allah Yahfadh, posted a Twitter and he requested a ministry with the caliber of being patriotic, want to serve his country. I want you to share with me your comments and your reflection as a leader with such leadership, managing and leading the country. How does that reflect to you as leaders, and how does that motivate you? Because what you have said to me has really impacted me deeply, and I would love everyone also to reflect with that and resonate.
Thank you so much, Dr. Reem. And actually, I learned from my Dr. Reem a lot, and she motivated me in so many other fields and domains as we speak today. Regarding that specific quote from His Highness when he was looking for a Minister of Youth, I was telling Dr. Reem that I was honored to meet His Highness a couple of times in his palace and to discuss with him a couple of initiatives that we have. So that was a real privilege for me to meet him personally. And as I told Dr. Reem that I feel shame when I come to my work and I'm not giving up to my capacity and I'm not dedicating myself to this work, because those leaders, they are giving us a lot. They are not sleeping day and night just to make sure that the vision that they set for this country is being achieved. So, for example, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, Allah Yahfadh, he's following each and every step in Dubai by himself. So when I was in RTA, and there was a commitment that specific bridge to be opened at specific date, he followed by himself on the same day when he was promised that at that day that bridge will be ready. And he called the CEO of RTA and he said, why this bridge is not open yet? Imagine yourself as a leader of a country and you are following those small things just to make sure that they are being achieved according to the manner and according to the integrity and according to the time frame that the leaders are setting. So it's a very shame on us if we are not also following the example that they are setting for us. They are coming down to the people. They are coming down to the community. So they are visiting people in their own houses. So when حادثة الشهداء, يعني when it happened, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed was visiting each and every family to make sure that they have all the needs that they need. They have all the things that they want. They are being still followed by His Highness himself just to make sure that those people are not being missed. They give their lives for this country. So the leader of this country are also appreciating, and they are not forgetting the efforts of the people who we lost during the war. So those are the leaders that we have in this country, and I believe that we have similar leaders in other Gulf countries and Middle East as well. So if we have such leaders, then why we are not giving back to this community, and why we are not leading as they are leading those nations, and as they expect us to deliver and they expect us to give to this country. So that was the reflection I shared, Doctora, unless I forget something between the conversation that happened between you and
كفيتي ووفيتي دكتورتنا وألهمتي مرة ثانية. May Allah bless all your efforts and all our dear colleagues back in the United Emirates along with their leadership, and may Allah inspire all of us to come to work feeling ashamed that we didn't يعني do our best. So that's by itself is something that we relate and inspired by. Thank you so much, my dear doctor. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctora. Shukura.
Yeah. And just to mention as well that seeing someone, a leader in your own organization, like Dr. Bushra, so dedicated, inspiring like this, how can you not also be inspired and work in the same level of integrity? So thank you, Doctor. There's a question here from Manal. If there are many opportunities, but you are not given a chance, so this leads like you are not making an impact on the team, should you think to move?
I think the opportunities are for us to grasp. So it's your right to ask to be involved in a specific team or in a specific opportunity. If you are not given that opportunity and if you feel yourself you are not making the impact, I will highly advise that you need to look for another adventure where you can have an impact on yourself, impact on the organization, impact on the country. Otherwise, you're wasting your time coming early morning, leaving without any impact.
Yeah, feeling unfulfilled, no, Doctor? Like you didn't have a sense of achievement at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Certainly.
Yeah. Asma has a lot to say and ask here. So Asma, I will allow you to talk. I will unmute you, please.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته جميعا. Irene, can you allow me one more thing? Can I get my video open, please? I feel awkward talking like this.
Let me... unfortunately, Francesca, and I think Dr. Am I the host? Francesca, are you the host? Can you open the camera, please, of Asma?
For Huda, my full name is Yasmine AlBlooshi. I am working as a senior analyst, security policy and governance and compliance in a telecommunication company in Oman. I'm honored to be honest, Dr.Bushra, and I cannot express my feeling today because you made my day by saying the words that I really wanted to convey to the world. You said that we need to work by ourselves to show and lead, take the ownership and start. If you noticed, I maybe was writing the question based on your presentation. Thank you so much, Dr. Reem. I was watching. So whatever is my video is not there, it's fine. My voice, I know it's reaching. Maybe if it is not, I hope it is clear. I cannot speak much higher than this. So my first question, Dr. Bushra, sorry for taking this long to introduce myself. If you noticed, I mentioned in the group that what if my ownership mentality means, I mean, the way I take the work, the way I lead the work, the way I progress my daily work environment life, by taking the ownership on the work that I'm having, on the tasks, on the great visions and missions that my company has. What if this has been taken easily and they thought I'm just working it in order just like that because I just want to work like everyone else, and it not being sorry, it is not being thought as my mindset, and I've never been appreciated for that. And that's my first question. I don't know if you want to answer one by one, or you want me to say the three questions in row.
Maybe I can answer this one, Esma. So it's nice to hear you and nice maybe to meet you again. Although if you open the camera, that will be much appreciated. But I know that you have some technical issues.
Yeah, we're having some technical issues. I cannot open, and I'm seeking this help of Francesca. Unfortunately, I think she took time out.
So
No worries. I'm happy to post my picture around.
it's okay. So actually, one of my team members, she came to me and she was saying the same. So I'm not being appreciated. I've been paid less than other people. I'm giving to this company, but I feel that I'm not being appreciated. I asked her one simple question. I told her, what are your values joining this center? And you know that this is a government center and you are working as a public government servant. And I believe telecommunication of Oman is also a government entity. Are you waiting
Yes.
to somebody to always, let's say, come and reward you and appreciate your work, or you are doing this work in order to improve and to have an impact in your country, in your community, and this is what matters to you? So what is your first priority? Because also I was hearing from other people that their first priority is the income, how much they are getting. So if they are not getting well, they will decide to move. So is it the income? Is it the appreciation that you want to get
The
or to
impact.
heal? Or the impact?
The
Okay.
impact.
So
It
if
is
you
the
are
impact.
making an impact and you believe that you are making an impact and you are changing the work around you, or you are changing the environment around you, or you are enhancing the country that you are serving, then I think this should be your priority one, and you shouldn't think about other things, because other things are all like buzzes. سبحان الله يعني عندنا في الحديث القدسي إن الله يحب إذا عمل أحدكم عملا أن يتقنه. فخلاص rewards will come from the God first. So we shouldn't wait. We are all human beings and we all make mistakes. We always maybe forget to appreciate our team members or our team mentors or our team mentees. So this is يعني سبحان الله هاي طبيعة البشر إنهم مرات يجحدون يعني جهود الأشخاص أو مرات ينسونهم يقدرون لها. لكن at the end of the day it won't be forgotten with God, and at the end of the day you are making an impact in your community. So make this your first priority and just forget about the other things that will come as you go by nature. يعني if you deserve a certain position, you will get it for sure, because you are dedicated and you are faithful to this position, and you also are making an impact and making the change. So I hope I answered your first question, Asma.
Wallah, you did very perfectly, alhamdulillah, because I really chased the impact, not caring about how people think about me, my way, and the way that I achieve things. And as you said, in the next question, which is like, even though they didn't listen, even though if they didn't listen, even though I tried long with the journey, convincing them the things, how they will through. The problem is that these things are not impacting me. If I'm not getting it, it's impact the people who are around me. And I cannot see someone passionate like me seeing other passionate like younger who just joined. I don't want them to feel the same as I felt in the beginning. It's fine. I grabbed my handle by myself and I started again. I moved forward. I've been always like pulling my hand and let's go again, Isma. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's do it. Alhamdulillah, for me it is working. But I'm not sure for these guys who are younger. I know maybe there is even in the today in the session there is a lot of new beginners. Maybe I don't know who are the people around. Maybe they are beginner in this area of cybersecurity. It's not easy for a woman even. And as I keep on telling them that I've been the first lady in Cyber Defense Center, which I really encourage ladies to go there. It's a beautiful area. We just not need to think like I will be the only lady, there will be two all men, I will be struggling, I will be too disappointed there. So that's why I've been raising this question. And the second question will be, what if they didn't listen? Even though I've tried hard and I was so persuasive and I've not been listened. And the second question will be like, what if I lost the faith? Like as I told you now, maybe I lost the faith in myself multiple times and I tried to stand again. But what if sometimes I lost the faith of the goal that I set? Okay, not speaking about God, definitely Allah has better plans for us. That goal is never lost, and our faith is never lost, inshallah, about that. So what if I lose the faith in other goals that I set, and I felt it's not working, even though I'm trying many times in different ways, leading myself to depression. I talk too much, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you so much, Esma. I'm really proud to hear that you are the first or the only defense, the only woman in the defense team. Actually, your stories is also inspiring me, to be honest, personally.
Thank you so much.
But when you say that they don't listen, at the end of the day, usually the leadership, they have the bigger picture of the organization, and we should always respect that. So maybe the suggestions that we are raising at that time, it's not suitable, or it's not a priority for them, or it's not, let's say, within the pathway that they set for the organization. And we should always respect the goals and the plans and let's say the roadmap that those leaders are setting for the organization, and repeat maybe that, or come back with the same suggestion after a year or 2 years. So do what is required from you and take another path just to prove that your second idea is also workable, it's also implementable, and it's also achievable and can have an impact. So if you can do that, like working in parallel, working on the tasks that you are given and the roadmap that are set for the organization, and at the same time proving to yourself first that what you are suggesting is an impactful, will have an impact on the organization, or it's something that will change the efficiency in the organization. Do it separately, and whenever you have time, prove that it's a working suggestion. So rather than just writing it down or coming with a few slides to raise that suggestion, try to do it in some, I'm not sure what is that idea, but this is one way to do it. So do it, prove that it's working, prove that it will have an impact, and come back. So don't approach them always with the same, let's say, with the same way. Approach them with different ways. So maybe presentation doesn't work, then you need to just implement it, show them how it works, show them its impact, change the way that you are, let's say, persuading them to take your ideas. But never be depressed, because as I said, as the leaders of those organizations, they have more heat than us, and they have more priorities that sometimes we cannot understand, and we feel depressed because they are not giving a priority to our work. But when they explain to you the full roadmap of the organization and the heat that they have, the priorities they have for the country, I think you will appreciate their efforts, and you will appreciate why they, let's say, delaying maybe this idea. I won't say they are ignoring, but maybe they are delaying it to the right time that it should be implemented. And maybe it's not the right time today for this idea to be implemented, but there will be another right time where it should be implemented.
Thank you,
so
Doctor.
much, Dr.
Thank
Bushra,
you,
for that
Asma. We're glad
all
to
of this
hear
question
that's
actually just
sharing.
yeah, I just want
Yeah,
to convey one message. Alhamdulillah, for me, I know what's working and I know my path, and I've already made a huge decision that made me to know what I want, even though they're not listening and other stuff. But I raised these questions, as I said in the beginning, because I've been through this honestly for my career journey of the last 8 years experience. And I feel like many ladies would have loved to hear these answers. Thank you so much, Dr. Bushra, and I wish that my camera would have opened. Pleasure, to be
Thank you
honest,
so
sorry
and
much.
about
inspired.
this. Sorry, Asma, for that technical issue.
No worries. Thank you so much, Irene.
Thank you. Doctor, can I raise 2 more questions, if you don't mind? Okay, 2 questions from Afra and another SH. Okay, Asma, Afra.
Hello, everyone. As some of you may know, I'm Afra Al-Mansouri from Digital Dubai. As you know, like Dr. Reem and Irene, they know I'm going to be, inshallah, the next video. So my question to you, Dr. Bushra, for me, like as a young cybersecurity specialist, or trying to show myself off like in the field of cybersecurity, what would you actually advise me to do to reach to your point, like Dr. Reem? So Dr. Reem and you are like from the first time actually, Dr. Bushra, I saw you in Dubai Cyber Innovation Park as I was conducting my internship. I had this clear vision that I want to be like Dr. Bushra. And then I remember Dr. Reem. So now I have two like special mentors, inshallah, who will guide me to success in being the next youngest CISO. So what do you advise me, Dr. Bushra, to reach to my goals and shine يعني in the field of cybersecurity?
يمكن عفرة قبل دكتورة بشرى تجاوب. دكتورة بشرى عفرة عرفت الإمباكت لما قلت لها introduce yourself قالت I am the next CISO. ما في أقوى من كذي introduction to the group. فشي يعني خلاص this is her title وإن شاء الله عبد الرحمن دام أنت قدوتها she will reach there. فالفلور is all yours.
Inshallah. Actually, we were honored, Afra, to have you during the summer internship in Dubai Cyber Innovation Park. I've seen how dedicated you are and how seriously you were in order to, let's say, to achieve what you would like to achieve. So Afra was actually giving from her own time in order to contribute to the innovation park that we have in Dubai. And I was really honored and proud to see her as part of the team who are contributing to this center that we created. Maybe if I have one advice for you, Afra, as a beginner and as a junior, it's your opportunity now to ask every and each question that you want to ask. Nobody will blame you and nobody will say that she has 20 years of experience and she's asking like silly questions. Ask as much as you can and never be shy from asking, never be shy to get more knowledge, never be shy to learn new things and grasp all the opportunities you have around you. So maybe you are given a small task, but don't, let's say, be shy from joining other teams or other groups or contributing to other areas that you feel you can contribute. And so don't limit yourself with the tasks that are being given to you by your manager. Expand the opportunities that you have, specifically in Digital Dubai. I think the leaders in Digital Dubai, they are always encouraging female specifically in order to grasp all the opportunities that they want, in order to learn, and they are always supporting them in this journey. So grasp all the opportunities that you have. Don't limit yourself in what you are doing and start learning from the basics. So when I joined EdNoc, I started from the basics as a software engineer. How can I program? How I should do the programming? Then I went to become a project manager in RTA, leading the programmers and leading projects within IT. Then moving to cybersecurity. Then so try to start from the basis. You should, whenever you lead a team of programmers, I think it's very important to know at least the basic skills or the basic, let's say, things that they are doing, so you can guide them and you can mentor them and you can lead them in a more efficient way than somebody who doesn't understand what those team members are doing. So this is in a nutshell one advice or two advices I have for you, Afra.
Thank you, Dr. Bushra.
الله يوفقك إن شاء الله ونشوفك في أعلى المناصب.
Yeah, in fact, Dr. Bushra, Afra, as young as she is, she also approached me on how she will be able to contribute to the Women in Cybersecurity Middle East UAE affiliate. So watch out for that. She will be one of our ambassadors, UAE ambassadors in the WiCSME.
Inshallah.
Okay, and I would say that this is the last question. Apologies, Dr. Bushra. I promise we will not extend 1 hour. I know you're a very busy person. May I unmute SH? The name is SH.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام.
Okay, I hope my voice is clear.
Yes.
Okay. أول شيء السلام عليكم الجميع وشكرا دكتورة بشرى على السبيتش wonderful, amazing and inspiring and بأمانة هو مش سؤال كثر ما إنه تعقيب على بعض النقاط إذا تسمحي لي من أسئلة الأخوات والكومنت. So I will say it in English. I just wanna contribute in answering some of the question and comment by other mentee. And it's like an advice. We all are sisters here, regardless of years of experience. And I believe this program aim to create like a sisterhood. And that's why we try to listen to each other and to build each other's skills and capability. So some of the questions were in which people are not listening to you. And if you are trying hard to emphasize your point, you have evidence, you have proof that whatever you are trying to do is valid and it is for the greater good for the organization. Here I want to say, we all been through that, but sometimes you need to relax. I mean, في آية تقول فذكر فإنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر. صدق الله العظيم. إذا رب العالمين وهو يخاطب النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يذكر النبي إنه you cannot control people. And this is a very big lesson for us in a daily life, to be humble. We should be humble. And as Dr. Bushra said, sometimes we don't know the bigger picture for the organization or what the leadership are trying to achieve. Yes, it is their task to clarify that point, but we know miscommunication is there, lack of communication also there. So your task is to deliver the idea, to try to set your point clear, and the purpose behind your point also should be clear. Okay, purpose is something very important, and it is what will motivate people to do things. So this is very important, and I have noticed a lot of juniors, and not only juniors, but actually many staff, when they're joining a new department or something, they are trying hard to push their idea as if enforcement, and that is not the role of a member within any organization. Inshallah, all of you will be a leader and see. So I really wish that for everyone. Your role is to know how to deliver your task, know how to communicate and deliver your idea, or show your point, and make sure that it is clear and your purpose is clear. Now, what I loved about Dr. Bushra, MashaAllah, Doctora, you were given part of a speech that your leader in your country, الإمارات الله يحفظها ويحفظ باقي دول الخليج, and how they were يعني inspiring you and they're pushing people. فنرجع مرة ثانية للأسئلة اللي لاحظتها إنه what if I'm not given opportunity? يا جماعة الخير, you can create your opportunity. And I'm sorry, I know I'm not the speaker of this day, but these things, I keep hearing them. I'm leader in my team as well, but here I am a mentee. I'm humbled to be a mentee. I'm learning. I have great mentor, actually. And before having this mentor, I selected by myself, by the way, a mentor. And I noticed how she acts, and she's a female, by the way. And she's with us in this program, Dr. Fatma Al-Qbali, if she hear me, and I hope she's here today. And I noticed how she was encouraging her team, how she was listening to their opinion and explaining things to them, and how to give opportunity sometimes. And sometimes you cannot give that opportunity because you are limited with your own target of the organization. So sometimes we need to give that excuse for your leaders and learn from them. See their method, seek to understand their purpose as well, okay? Because the team is a team, it's not an individual, it's not us and our idea. If you need opportunity, go and ask for it. Go, say, I want to join this team. I want to do the following. There's a team building a policy. Go and say, I want to be in that team who is building that policy. Seek the opportunity, but you will not be able to enforce it, but you can show that you are capable to do it and contribute to it. So, that is my advice. And finally, just don't get depressed and don't wait for reward, because this is another point I keep hearing it every year, whenever we have either new joiner or someone who moved to the department. Reward yourself. I have a reward system. I have it for myself since the past, I believe, 6 years. I work, and everyone in my organization know that I work like 4 to 5 people. I don't mind day and night. Sometimes I create life balance. Sometimes, in security, you cannot have it all the time. It's like the fancy dream, but you reward yourself, because eventually if you believe what you are doing is good and it is for the greater good, whether direct or indirect. For me as a Workfriends University, even when I get upset, I keep reminding myself that these students are the future generation. Allah will reward me even if the students don't remember it, even if the management don't mention it, even I never get any bonus or allowance. That's not my main purpose why I joined the organization. My purpose is for education, to share that knowledge and build also my own knowledge, because we're always in that continuous circle of education, training ourselves, building our capacity. So yes, so that is what I actually wanted to say.
Thank you very much, Shamma, right? Shamma?
Yes, Shamma.
Yeah, thank you very much for all those sharing. We truly appreciate, and we also thank everyone for their questions. To Dr. Bushra, unfortunately, we don't have enough time. Dr. Bushra, we'd like to end this session by thanking you sincerely. This is a very inspirational talk. I'm sure a lot of our ladies learned a lot from you, and if you can only see the chats in there, they are very impressed and inspired with your presentation. So until our next session, our dear mentors and mentees, we would like to thank Dr. Bushra again, and we also would like to thank you for participating in this session and wishing you all a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Shamma, by the way. Your words are actually reaching to our hearts. Thank you so much for whatever you said. I think you continued the half part of the story that I started with. So your contribution was really valuable. And if anyone in this group would like to get any advice from my side or need any support or any help of any way that I can provide you with, please, you can approach me. I'm in the WhatsApp group of the WiCSME. Irene, Dr. Reem, and the team here, they have my mobile number. You can approach me for any help or support that you might need during your professional life. Thank you so much for hosting me, Dr. Reem and Irene and the ITU team. I wish you all the best during this program, inshallah.
شكرا دكتورة أحمد، شكرا للجميع، يعطيكم الصحة والعافية. شكرا.
Thank you very much. Good night.